Unprocessed past pain often hides just below the surface, hiding out in other areas of your life. Those unresolved feelings from your past won't just disappear on their own. They need to be processed and released. Ultimately, time doesn't exist as we think that it does. Essentially, we're always in the now. Therefore, any unresolved pain is still present in your life. Regardless of how long it has been, it will continue to present itself to you in order for it to be healed. It doesn't matter if your pain occurred 24 hours ago or 24 years ago, it still needs to be acknowledged, processed, and released. Those who have big dreams and an even bigger purpose will often face the biggest challenges and struggles in life. The universe will supply those people with challenges and struggles in order for them to become the person that they need to be to handle the life that they desire. Every single struggle you encounter has purpose. Everything you go through is an opportunity for growth. Challenges are often the training ground for greatness. This is more than just another generic positive message. This message is meant for you. It's a very real reminder that things are changing for you. This very second, something that you have been dreaming of and working towards is in the process of manifesting. Real progress is being made. The universe is currently working on your dreams and will continue to do so, just as long as you work on yourself. It is bringing people and ideas together to take you higher. Your life is about to change forever and for the better. You have asked for proof, and this is it. Repeat this to yourself. I don't have to do everything for everyone. It is not my job to keep everyone else happy and at peace. It's not my responsibility to make sure that everyone is okay. It is not my job to walk everyone through life. And finally, there is no need for me to feel guilty for living my own life and finding peace and happiness. When you read those sentences, did you feel anything release from within you? If you did, more than likely you just gave yourself permission to finally find and focus upon your own inner happiness, peace, and purpose. Maybe for the first time. That feeling was the release of all the pressure and stress that has been building up within you to help everyone, a purpose that you weren't built for. It's time for you to support, honor, encourage, empower, motivate, and help yourself. The following message is from your future self. It was sent back in time for you to receive at this exact moment in your life. It was conceived by your future self in a moment of heartfelt gratitude as they looked into the eyes of someone they loved. Stick around to see it, it's magical. Your future self knew that at this precise moment in your life, you were lacking motivation, clarity, and perspective, and that if you gave into your current fear or pain-based thoughts, you wouldn't have made it. Your future self wants you to know that life gets better and that you make it. And that journey begins by choosing to rise above what you're currently facing. Let that message be a guiding light for you. Don't give up. When you're not being yourself, you're going to attract in people and things that aren't meant for you. You only get lost when you're not being yourself. You're made the way you are for a reason. Your personality is there to support your purpose. You don't need to be someone else to succeed in what you're meant for. When you're pretending to be someone else, that's when you'll attract in those who will take advantage of you. They'll tend to disrespect you because at the core level, you're disrespecting yourself by not being who you're meant to be. Until you be yourself, what's meant for you can't get to you. You're not here to see how much you can take or handle. You're here for you first. It isn't a selfish approach to think of life that way. It is a self-full and self-aware one. Until you understand that your own peace and purpose is valid and important, and until you practice your own well-being, you won't be able to help anyone else. All great, lasting, and worthwhile things unfold from that fullness. When you allow your actions to be an extension of the love and worth that you have for yourself. You've got to find a delicate balance between helping others and helping yourself. Inner peace is not achieved by controlling your thoughts, but by controlling which thoughts you give your attention and awareness to. There is no need to monitor each thought and ask yourself, am I feeling nervous? Or is that a negative thought? Doing that calls those type of thoughts and feelings into your awareness. Your expectation of there being a negative thought or feeling in your awareness causes them to appear. Give up constantly monitoring your thoughts and instead allow whatever thoughts are passing through your mind to move on. Step back, center yourself, acknowledge those thoughts, and then let them go. In order for you to heal and live your best life, you are going to have to release your attachment to certain aspects of your upbringing. Instead of focusing upon or fighting against your upbringing, focus upon bringing yourself up higher and back into alignment with your best self. Raise yourself. Bring yourself up higher. The moment that you begin to refocus your attention and energy upon becoming your best self, the healing process will begin. Everything that isn't a reflection of your best and true self will come to the surface to be felt, healed, and released. When you make the conscious and consistent choice to focus upon lifting yourself up higher, instead of focusing upon what or who held you back, your life will begin to change in miraculous ways. When you're not being yourself, you're going to attract in people and things that aren't meant for you. You only get lost when you're not being yourself. You're made the way you are for a reason. Your personality is there to support your purpose. You don't need to be someone else to succeed in what you're meant for. When you're pretending to be someone else, that's when you'll attract in those who will take advantage of you. They'll tend to disrespect you because at the core level, you're disrespecting yourself by not being who you're meant to be. Until you be yourself, what's meant for you can't get to you. As long as you continue to consistently step forward, take action, and do your best, the universe will continue to place you in the right rooms. It will prevent you from getting into those rooms which don't respect, protect, or reflect your highest purpose. Have faith that you'll be placed in the right rooms, at the right time, with the right people and the right opportunities. If a door doesn't open with hard work or love, then it's not worth opening. When those doors don't open for you and you don't get into the right rooms, take that as an indication to start building your own room. Make your own room and let the opportunities come to you. Whenever ignorance is directed towards you, make your boundaries clear and then choose to rise above it. It's so important that you don't hand your power over to those ignorant people. When they can't hurt you or control you in the traditional sense, they'll seek to control your state of being through your reactions. Choose to respond for yourself rather than reacting to them. Don't match their energy either or push back harder. Stay on your throne and keep rising. Running away from uncertainty, uncomfortable feelings, or situations which frighten you won't keep you safe. What you're really doing is running away from your growth. Feeling uncomfortable is often the first stage of growth. What you're avoiding and running away from will ultimately continue to come back around in another disguise until you finally get it and apply it in your own life. Hold yourself accountable for facing your fears, for choosing what happens next, for facing the lesson and uncovering the blessing that is hidden within it. One thing in life that you can't control is what other people will think and say about you. At times, other people will purposely lie about you and consciously distort your intentions, actions, and words to fit their narrative of you, however choose to rise above it. Although you can't control what they say or do, you can control how you're going to respond to it. You don't have to fight against every single negative comment said about you. However, clarify yourself and your position if necessary. Ultimately, don't allow their pain-based projections to determine your perception of yourself. The universe is always going to help you in manifesting the kind of life you want for yourself. But you gotta meet the universe halfway by letting go of your limiting beliefs and fear-driven mindset. Once you truly realize exactly what you want and you put that intention out, it's gonna show up for you in divine timing. In the meantime, you just have to keep giving your best and be patient with your journey. Take inspired action. Live in alignment with your spirit. Follow your heart and always be open to the abundance frequency. Believe that you're worthy of it all. Know that you are enough. Love yourself so much that you no longer repeat the same cycles of self-doubt and overthinking. Just focus on your intentions and hold the vision. It's all coming to fruition. Don't try to rush the process. Allow everything to unfold in divine timing. You're becoming someone you've never been before, which not only requires you to be your own biggest cheerleader, but also meet yourself with the level of compassion it takes to mature through this process. It isn't a race, not even against yourself. By enjoying the now and trusting in the unfolding, You set the foundation for your highest self to come through purely. Your best days are still to be. So smile and walk with faith. If you want to turn your life around, start by stacking gratitude. I know when I was at my lowest point in life, the first key to growing was gratitude. Make a daily list of 5 small things you are grateful for in your life. It will be challenging at first, I know. I felt like I had nothing to be grateful for. I felt like everyone and everything was against me. Once I started finding the smallest things to be grateful for, more things came into my awareness, and one found new opportunities to grow and evolve. Start with gratitude. There is always something to be grateful for. Learn to no longer take the criticism and the harsh opinions of others to heart. Until you do, you'll likely feel the need to close off your heart to protect yourself, which will also at the same time unintentionally block your heart from receiving and giving love too. Start taking other people's criticism only to the mind and not to the heart. Learn from it. Consciously choose to either grow because of it or let it go. Ask yourself, can I use this experience to grow, or should I just let it go? Don't analyze it for too long. Meditate upon it, center yourself, and view it from a higher perspective. Everyone will have an opinion about you, but don't let that stop you from living. Their opinion is based on their wavelength. They can only see you from their perspective, which is a reflection of their own frequency. When others have an opinion about you, they're really only ever showing you who they are and what they think, feel, and believe, often about themselves. What they reject in you is often what they're silently rejecting in themselves. They're projecting self-hate. They're not telling you who you are, they're just showing you who they are. Your spirit guides want you to know that they are watching over you during this difficult period of your life. They are there to help. They're only a breath away. They're an extra source of strength to call upon during this difficult time. Open up and let their love lead you forward. Allow their strength to lift you up. They have one particular message that they would like to deliver to you today, and that is simply, this will pass. There is no glory in making yourself small and timid. Build yourself up. Know that you're destined for greatness. Believe in your abilities. Be vulnerable. Show the world who you really are. Know your worth and value. Care for yourself. Love yourself fully as you are and where you are. Turn your dreams into goals and plans, and take action with courage and enthusiasm. No more hiding away, holding yourself back, or putting things off. No more being apologetic or trying to please and impress everyone. This is your life and your time. Don't waste it. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. Don't worry about people misunderstanding you. The simple fact is that most people don't even understand themselves, nor do they have any desire to either. So why would they want to understand you? Other people can only see you as clearly as they're seeing themselves. So give up worrying about what other people might be thinking about you, simply because it rarely has anything to do with you. Take the pressure off yourself trying to please them or trying to be liked by them. Trust that those people who are able to and supposed to understand and see you will. Working to escape this 3D matrix prison, surrounded by sleepwalking people, worshiping psychopaths in power, who are being controlled by hostile spiritual forces and ETS that use humanity as an energetic food source just outside our sensory perception, and 99.9999999% of people don't research this or even care, much less satisfy my other relational criteria of fitness, humor, emotional intelligence, etc. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. SOI just make peace with the fact that my soul isn't from this planet and I'm just passing through to help wake more people up. And yeah, it's your soul is requiring you to heal deeply, to elevate past the hurt, to transcend beyond what happened, to let go of what and who no longer serves you, to protect your energy daily, to get the lesson, to master your thoughts and emotions, to forgive yourself, to love yourself unconditionally, and to honor your body temple, all in order to thrive and vibrate higher daily. When we're faced with the unknown or a troubling situation, what tends to happen is we begin to worry. It's important to recognize that worry is essentially what happens when we don't respond to life. Worry is a reaction, not a response. Worry happens when we allow our feelings to react for us, which often causes a cycle of focusing upon something that's fearful, which allows in even more thoughts that feel like that, all of which continues to lower our frequency. Recognize that worry is always an indication to start responding to life. It's never a reason to fear. Please understand that someone else's lack of thought for you rarely has anything to do with you. It's often due to their own inability to deal with how they're feeling. You can't keep taking it so personally. Someone else not putting you first or putting you last isn't because you weren't good enough or not worth being put first, but because they're not even putting themselves or their own healing first. Ultimately, they don't even love, respect, or value themselves. So how can they love, respect, and value you, or even begin to think of your needs? No more identifying your worth or your identity in relation to the words, actions, or lack of actions of others. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. It's so important that you give up trying to prove your worth, power, beauty, ability, intelligence, value, and greatness to others, and instead, just focus upon feeling it within yourself. Often the only reason why we seek other people's approval and acceptance now is because we allowed the people in our past to determine or define who we are and how we see ourselves. So we wrongly believe that others have the power or ability to determine who we will become. Only you can define yourself. When you start picking yourself apart, using the words that others use to hurt you with, choose to step back and build yourself back up, but this time with a more stable foundation. Solitude is the foundation of self-love. When you spend time in solitude, your connection with your spirit gets stronger, and you start hearing intuition over fear. Intuition is literally like seeing with the spirit. Your energy field becomes powerful when you stop surrounding yourself with the vibes that don't really resonate with your frequency. You gotta choose yourself over fake company. When you are no longer around the people who drain your energy, you are more connected to your true self, and your intuition becomes your GPS. There is no longer any confusion as you start experiencing a deeper clarity in every aspect of your life. You start overflowing with love, and because you are radiating love, you start attracting love. You can't really love others if you don't love yourself first. You could really understand others when you don't even understand yourself. Embrace solitude. Please give up trying to explain yourself to everyone. Not everyone is going to or even wants to understand or get you, or understand what you do or what you like, and that's perfectly okay. You don't need to be understood by anyone. Only an ego seeks and needs to be understood, respected, or admired. Not everyone needs to understand or respect your decisions or your choices either. Don't fall into the trap of believing that you have to justify yourself either, especially justifying any decision that serves your greater good. You don't owe anyone an explanation. If they ask for one, just summarize it in a simple sentence, such as, "It no longer serves me," or "I'm choosing me." There should be no guilt in choosing to empower yourself or making decisions that support who you're becoming. You are not behind in life. There's no schedule or timeline that we must follow. It's all made up. Wherever you are right now is exactly where you need to be. 7 billion people can't do everything in exactly the same scheduled order. We are different with a variety of needs and goals. Some get married early, some get married late, while others don't get married at all. What is early? What is late? Compared with whom? Compared with what? Some want children, others don't. Some want a career, others enjoy taking care of a house and children. Your life is not on anyone else's schedule. Don't beat yourself up right now. It's your timeline, not anyone else's, and nothing is off schedule. Everything is happening for you, not against you. Trust the timing of your life because the best is yet to come. This message is meant for you. I know recently you have been feeling lost. You have asked the universe and your inner self for guidance and help, asking, what is meant for me? Component placement and, is this all that is meant for me? This message is here to remind you that your higher self hasn't given up on you or your dreams. Your time is coming. So are your blessings. Just don't give up now, especially not in frustration or fear. This is a reminder to center yourself now in feelings of love, peace, and appreciation, and to focus upon your own path. Choose you. Let others be. Refocus. Trust. Have faith and detach. Go with the flow. It's time to take action, knowing your worth, power, and purpose. No more holding yourself back.